everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube. And today, the Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown, it continues as we take a look at this Ghostbusters Afterlife promotional box that was sent to us directly from Hasbro. As you can see on the top of the box, it says it is a Ghostbusters training kit. And you may be asking me, Jason, what exactly is inside a Ghostbusters training kit from Hasbro? Well, I'm going to show you today. But first, let's give you a full once-over of this box. Once again, on the top of it there, we've got the Ghostbusters Afterlife logo. We have some caution striping, it says training kit. And then we have a little bit of white residue, which is most certainly marshmallow. Taking a look at the sides of the box here, we've got this great image of the mini puffs just bursting on through. On the other side here, we've got another image of the mini puffs along with Phoebe coming out of the Ecto-1. And then we've got my boy, my man, we have got Muncher. And then on the back of the box, we've got the 4 new Ghostbusters that you'll see in Ghostbusters Afterlife when it hits theaters next month, November 19th. From left to right, we've got Phoebe, Trevor, Lucky, and Podcast. And I think it's finally time for us to pop the lid on here and see what kind of goodies are inside. Now there is a small little notice on the inside of this box that tells me I need to let everybody out there know that the items that we're taking a look at today in this video and that box in general, it was a free gift from Hasbro to Ghostbusters News. Hasbro gave this to me for free. Hasbro, I thank you so much for this. Now speaking of printed materials, this was also found on the inside, which gives us a breakdown of everything that's going to be inside the Ghostbusters training kit. And it also gives us instructions, telling us to gear up, get bustin', and then share it on social media. Oh, now this one is pretty cool. It is a certificate of Ghostbustin' expertise. And you can see here it is signed by Phoebe Spangler, Podcast, Trevor Spangler, and Lucky. Now there is an area where I can write my name, but I'm not gonna write my name. I'm not gonna sully this. In fact, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I'm probably gonna frame it. Oh, and also inside the box, Hasbro was nice enough to send over some of their Fright Feature Ghost figures. We've got Muncher here, can't forget about Slimer, and then we also have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Now, I'm not going to get too in-depth with these figures because I've actually already reviewed them here on the channel. If you want to check out that review, we have a link to it down below in this video's description. As well, it looks like everything else in the box we've actually already reviewed here on the channel as well. So all the items we're going to take a look at in the remainder of this video, if you want to see us review them in detail, once again, we got links to those videos down below in this video's description. Now moving on from there, we've got 4 containers of the Ooey Gooey Ghostbusters Mini Puffed Surprises. And the ones that Hasbro sent over, they're all from the first wave, which of course, once again, we already looked at here on the channel. But if you've never seen these before, they're pretty much like blind bags. Blind bags that are encased in marshmallow goo. Marshmallow goo that really has to be seen to be believed. It's some pretty messy stuff that I'm sure younger kids will love. Now moving on from there, we've got one of my favorite Ghostbuster kid toy prop items released this year. It is the PKE Shocker, or the PKE Taser, or the PKE Meter, really whatever you want to call it. And I love this one. It has got lights, it has got sounds, and the sounds actually have you shocking ghosts. Once again, oh so much fun. Now of course, a nice complimentary piece to that is right here. It is the Ghostbusters Ghost Whistle. And while this one doesn't have lights, it certainly has sounds, as we found out last month here on the Ghostbusters News channel. We got a disgusting burp. So great. And to finish off the box, Hasbro, they want to make sure that I'm safe, that I can bust any ghosts that may enter this collection room. And I'll bust every single ghost that comes in here with the aid of my brand new Ghostbusters Proton Pack from Hasbro. And this is such a fun one for the younger kids out there. It gives me old school vibes of like that real Ghostbusters Kenner Proton Pack that I had growing up back in the 1980s. But what good is a Proton Pack without a Proton Blaster? Well, Hasbro, they also hooked me up here as they sent over the Proton Blaster mod, or the Proton Blaster MOD, whatever you want to call it. And this is most certainly another one of my favorites when it comes to the Ghostbusters Afterlife roleplay line from Hasbro. The whole gimmick with this one here is you can actually modify the Proton Blaster, adding and taking away attachments, and much like that PKE Shocker, you get lights and you get sounds with this one. Now once again, I want to thank Hasbro for sending over this Ghostbusters Afterlife training kit to the Ghostbusters News headquarters. As I mentioned earlier, I pretty much have all this stuff already in my collection, but I've got 2 nieces who I think would make pretty good Ghostbusters this Halloween, and they're going to go crazy for these items. And being that the upcoming Ghostbusters film, once again, Ghostbusters Afterlife, it is all about family, more importantly, the Spengler family. I can't think of any better way to celebrate than sharing these awesome brand new Ghostbusters Afterlife items from Hasbro with my family. So once again, Hasbro, I thank you so much for sending this over. And for everybody out there watching this video, if you want to pick up any of the items that are featured inside this box, well, you know we have purchase links and they can be found right down below in this video's description. Now that's all I've got for you here right now. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in this video's description. And I'll see everybody right back here next time.